But for the record, I try to push the envelope as a provocateur. I aim to make people uncomfortable in my search for the truth. I say things that many find offensive, yet have a hard time refuting, with facts, that is. As a result, I don't get a lot of invitations to galas or parties, but I do get a lot of support from the fans. You know, the ones who are in on the joke, those bitter clingers listed as hate-mongers and terrorists by the Southern Poverty Law Center. Hopefully today's episode will not alienate even those faithful friends. But I would be nothing if not truthful. I shan't dally any longer. Here it comes. When it comes to stopping a violent attacker, the .22 caliber bullet is more effective than the .45. Wait, don't click away yet. I have proof. As many of you may know, in addition to teaching hand-to-hand combat, I'm also a certified firearms instructor. I teach several different disciplines in firearms, specializing in handgun and shotgun. And I have gone against the grain, insisting that the .22 LR round is a good round for self-defense. Fellow instructors have guffawed at the notion, insisting normally on the .45, but I've stood my ground like George Zimmerman. Allegedly. Why would I do that? Well, let me tell you. Israel's Mossad agents are issued .22 caliber pistols, and in my opinion, they pulled off some pretty incredible stuff with these little Berettas. They're super compact and ideal for suppression, which is specifically how I use them. And now, a new 10-year study has come out comparing the effectiveness of various calibers in stopping a violent attacker. You may be surprised to learn that the .380 and lowly .22 calibers came in first and second, respectively, with the .40 and .45 coming in last. See, most big caliber guys insist on only rendering their attacker unable to continue the fight, but they miss an entirely other option. My attacker can also be rendered unwilling to continue the fight. And this study shows that when attackers get shot with any round, they will normally stop. There's a bright flash, blood starts squirting out of them, they're feeling tremendous pain, they will normally surrender. But if they don't stop, guess what? The .22 is still better than the .45. A .45 does far more tissue damage when it hits the flesh than a .22, no doubt. But only if you hit them. See, when a guy is charging you with a knife and you miss that first shot, you need to get him back in your sights quickly, and that's not so easy with a .45 due to recoil. The .22, on the other hand, has no recoil at all. It's easy to land that second, third, and fourth shot very quickly. Now, I'm not saying that everybody should carry .22 LR pistols for self-defense. I mean, if the attacker's wearing a heavy coat, for example, it could slow down the velocity of the round or even defeat it. But with a device that kicks less than airsoft guns, it's manageable to get good at headshots, even in dynamic stress situations, if you train. Not to mention that the .22 is far cheaper than the .45 to train on. For only 30 bucks, you can get 1,000 rounds of this stuff. And you're only as good as your training. In closing, I will say that the .380 caliber is actually a great halfway point between that .22 and higher calibers, and it did come in first. But the study goes on to compare rifles and shotguns with the handgun calibers as well. The verdict? Nothing beats a shotgun. It's hard to miss with it. So, while I may shoot a wide variety of handgun calibers for self-defense, in all likelihood, it's probably just buying me time to get to that shotty.